Yes. Good morning, dear students. Last class I told about fundamental and basic points of polynomials. At the same time, I told different types of polynomials according to their degrees: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and biquadratic polynomial. Like that, I have given different types of polynomials. At the same time, I gave definitions of all these polynomials also according to their degrees. And afterwards, I told different types of fractions also: rational fraction or rational function, reducible polynomial and irreducible polynomial. Like that, I have given different types of functions or fractions also. Now today I'll tell you definitions of different types of fractions, at the same time resolving of partial fractions also. Today we'll discuss about all this. Now, what is meant by partial fraction and what is meant by proper fraction and improper fraction? First one is proper fraction here. Proper fraction. Proper fraction. Proper fraction means here. Proper fraction means in rational fraction, the degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator, then that fraction is called proper fraction. Like this, a rational fraction a rational fraction in which the degree of numerator and less than degree of denominator, less than the degree of denominator. Degree of denominator. This numerator, this is NU, this is numerator. Degree of denominator, a rational fraction in which the degree of numerator less than the degree of denominator is called a proper fraction. Is called a proper fraction. Is called a proper fraction. A rational fraction, and for that rational fraction already I gave definition on last class. The fractions which are in the form of f of x by g of x, where g of x is not equal to 0, then those types of functions are called proper fractions, rational fractions. In those rational fractions, we must give like all these types of definitions. In these type of rational fraction, if you can observe, the degree of numerator is strictly less than the degree of denominator, then that fraction is said to be proper fraction. I will show some examples. By seeing examples, easily we can analyze which is proper and which is improper here. And first let us will discuss about proper. Example first. Examples of proper fractions. Number 1. 2x plus 3 whole dividing by x square plus 2x plus 4. Here degree of numerator is you considered 1. The degree of denominator is 2. That's what here 1 is less than 2. That's what we can tell this is the proper fraction. Already I told degree of polynomial also how to find out. Degree of polynomial means the highest power of variable occurring in that polynomial is called proper fraction. Rational fraction ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜೀರೋಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂಥೋ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರು ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಂಥ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ. ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2x + 3/x² + 2x + 4 ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲೆಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು ನ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟರು, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರು. ಈ ಮೇಲೆಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಲ್ಗೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಲ್ಗೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ 1 2ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ಟೈಪ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. At the same time, I have given definition of proper fraction also. Let us will discuss some more examples for proper fractions now. Examples for proper fraction. Some more examples for proper fraction. Second, 2x² plus x plus 9 whole dividing by x⁴ plus 2x³ plus 3x² plus 11x plus 10. Here also if you can observe, numerator degree is 2, denominator degree is 4. That's what here we can tell degree of numerator. Degree of numerator. Degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. Degree of denominator. Degree of denominator. That is the degree of numerator is 2 less than degree of denominator is 4. That's what 2 is less than 4. Like those fractions are called proper fractions. Not only this, you can give one more example also for this. 2x whole dividing by x³ plus x² plus 2x plus 5. It is also rational fraction. At the same time, this fraction is called proper fraction because degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 3 here. That's what here we can write 1 is less than 3. Not only this, we can give like this example also. 5 whole dividing by 2x plus 3. The above polynomial is here independent constant. Independent constant means we can call it as constant polynomial. In that constant polynomial already I gave the degree of constant polynomial, it is always 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ 5 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ 5 ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಂಥ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್, ಯಾವುದು ಬೈಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಈ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಗೆ 5/2x + 3 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆ 5ಗೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 0. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನಾಮಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ degree of constant polynomial is always 0 and constant of linear polynomial is here 1 because ಈ x ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಂದರೆ 1 ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 0 is less than 1. If 0 is less than 1 means it is always proper fraction. We are calling this proper fraction. Because this concept is very important, especially in case of a second PUC. In calculus, even this chapter is very important for competitive level examinations also. That's what have to give importance to this chapter because it is even in case of calculus, in integration parts they will ask like all these problems. That's what before that we'll tell about this chapter in bridge course. ಇದು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಲೆಸನ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇದೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನೂ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರು. ಅದು ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ improper fraction. Now let us discuss about improper fraction. Improper fraction. Improper fraction. Improper fraction here. A rational fraction in which, in this case also we must take a rational fraction. A rational fraction in which the degree of numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of denominator, then those types of fractions are called improper fractions. How means I'll show now. First we should write definition of improper fraction. Afterwards I'll tell you how to solve improper fraction. At the same time I'll give some examples of improper fraction also. Improper fraction definition first ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಎ ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಎ ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಎ ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ in which the degree of numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of denominator, The rational fraction in which the degree of numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of denominator is called improper fraction. Is called improper fraction. Improper fraction. Examples for improper fraction. Definitionally, a rational fraction in which the degree of numerator is greater than or equal. It may be greater or equal. If the degrees are same, in that case also we can call them fractions as improper fraction. If the degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, at the time we can call that fraction is improper fraction. In both cases we are calling those types of fractions are called improper fractions. Now, ಒಂದು ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ರೇನೂ ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗಿದ್ರೇನೂ ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ನೌ we are going to discussing about examples of improper fractions. Examples of improper fractions. Examples for improper fraction. Examples for improper fraction. Number 1, 2x square plus 3x plus 9 whole dividing by x plus 5 here. You can observe degree of numerator is 2 and degree of denominator is 1 here. That's what here degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator. That is degree of numerator is 2 greater than degree of denominator is 1. That's what this fraction is improper fraction. Like this. Here 2 is greater than 1 here. After collecting those degrees of polynomials in both numerator and denominator, just you observe whether greater than or less than. According to that, we are going to giving a name of the fraction here. Next, one more example for this. ಒಂದು ರೇಷನಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. 2x plus 5 dividing by 10. It is also improper fraction because degree is 1, numerator degree is 1 and down is 10 we have. 10 means it is the constant polynomial. Constant polynomial degree becomes 0. That's what here 1 is greater than 0. That's what we can call it as improper fraction. Improper fraction, whenever you will see that improper fraction in case of partial fractions, one important note is that according to that note we are going to giving solutions of improper fractions. When, for example, under this notes, give you here, see here, 7 by 3 is there. 7 by 3, it's a improper fraction. Note for improper fraction here, under the note, how to solve improper fractions problems I'll tell you. For example, 7 by 3 is there. 7 by 3 is there. How can you write in terms of divisor, dividendo, quotient and remainder? See here, 7 by 3 means 7, 3. 3 2s are 6 and remainder is 1. That's what you can write here. 7 is equal to a remainder by divisor. 1 by 3, 7 by 3 is equal to what we can write? 1 by 3 plus 2. 1 by 3 plus 2. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1, 7 by 3. That's what, based on this example, for improper fraction, I'll give you one important note here. How means? Here, divisor is there. This side is divisor. Divisor here. Here dividendo here. Here quotients. Here quotient is there. And finally, you will get here remainder. Reminder. Improper fraction problems kodidre ee type formula apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ improper fraction is equal to improper fraction is equal to remainder by divisor, remainder by divisor, remainder by divisor plus quotients. ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. First you have to convert this improper fraction into this form, that is improper fraction is equal to remainder by divisor plus quotients. This formula we have to apply when they will give improper fraction problems. Now we are going to solve the problems of partial fractions in case of proper fractions. Notes. Very important problems all this. Number 1. In place of denominator, which types of linear functions or quadratic polynomials or irreducible quadratic polynomials at a time. How to solve proper fraction problems, about that I'll tell you now. Number 1, a by 1 by ax plus b, 1 by ax plus b, non-repeated linear factors. If non-repeated linear factors, then we can write a by ax plus b, where capital letter A is the some constants. Otherwise, 1 by ax plus b into cx plus d, one more linear factor they gave here, that is we can write a by ax plus b plus b by ax cx plus d. Like that we are going to resolving into partial fractions. These two, whenever 3 are there, you can write a by plus, b by plus, c by. These rules are applicable for non-repeated linear factors. Non-repeated linear factors. Non-repeated linear factors. If the denominator have non-linear, non-repeated linear factors, then we have to apply this method. If the denominator have non-repeated linear factors. When repeated means what? Third is 1 by ax plus b whole square is there. We can write for this a1 by ax plus b plus a2 by ax plus b whole square. Just we need, these are all the splitting, how to split into sum of partial fractions. Solution afterwards I'll tell you. When you are going to solving the problems, at that time easily we can analyze the solution of the problems. And before that solution, how to split into sum of partial fractions, I'll tell you now. Yes. Otherwise, in general, if we can see like this, 1 by, here twice is there, that's what we got 2 fractions like this. Maybe 3 times repeated, that is a1 by ax plus b, a2 by ax plus b whole square, plus a3 by ax plus b whole cube. 4 is there, 4 fractions are like this, first, second, third and fourth power, like a1 by ax plus b, a2 by ax plus b whole square, plus a3 by ax plus b whole cube, plus a4 by ax plus b whole power 4. Like that we will get 4 fractions here. In general, we can write ax plus b whole power n is there. N is there. For this, n times repeated means we will get n fractions. a1 by ax plus b plus a2 by ax plus b whole square plus a3 by a3 whole dividing by ax plus b whole cube plus up to and so on, plus last one is an by ax plus b whole to the power of n, like this, b whole power n, like this. In general, these rules for repeated linear factors, point 3 and point 4 are repeated linear factors. Repeated linear factors. Repeated linear